I am back on I-80 eastbound in Nebraska and coming up on Omaha in about another 30 more minutes. I was discussing on my prior video that I lost my visual on about fathers and estranged children based on a comment that I heard a young woman make talking down about her biological father because she doesn't know who he is. And we really don't know the circumstances that led up to that. It may have been him, it may not have been totally him. We really don't know. She spoke in a very judgmental manner. And I have heard others make comments like this as well who, for whatever reason, I have paid tens of thousands of dollars in child support, continue to pay for at least till next year, for the child who has me blocked on Facebook under orders from her mother, very likely. What I was getting into, this child's mother had the baby for her own convenience, did not really want this child to have a father relationship. She wanted her for herself. That was evident in her actions after the divorce in 2005 that I had from her. Because my other two kids had just lost their mother, I had to focus on them. She moved far away, took this child with her, and then made it almost impossible for me to see her. It made it in such a way that the child didn't want to be with me anyway. So I basically let it go so I could focus on my other two kids, and that's why now I am estranged from my daughter, who is now 17 years old. I have not seen or spoken to her since 2008, 2009 maybe. Had no contact with her. Some may call me a villain. This child may think of me as a villain. Perhaps, or their mother painted me out as such. According to what I've heard from other people who know her, know my ex-wife. I knew it would be likely a losing battle to try to go to court because she lied through her teeth about me. Even if the court enforced visitation, I'm sure she would psychologically make it so that child would not want to be with me anyway. Had I known it was going to be that horrible of an outcome, I would have fought for custody at the divorce. 2005, I didn't know it was going to be that bad. But who knows the outcome of things. Sometimes we don't know how bad it really is until after the fact on anything. So this young woman made this comment, judging her biological father for not knowing her. I look at it like, who knows what the real circumstances were there. Maybe it was him, and even if it was, we have to get over this stuff. It's the past. Not be judgmental in those kinds of situations. If we're a child or we don't know the circumstances, even what our mother told us about it may not be the total truth. So what actually happened. I'm sure my ex-wife telling my daughter lots of lies about me. And I'm not there to defend myself. I can't defend myself. I have no contact with her. I can't put out a rebuttal for it. What I can say about it is I cut that child's umbilical cord at birth. I was there for the whole process of that child being born. I held that child in the first few moments of her life. She recognized my voice. I took her home from the hospital because her mother had health conditions. They released her. I took her home and I cared for this infant. The first couple of days of her life, and then I had to go back to work, so a friend took over her care until the mother got released from the hospital like a week later. But I took that infant home from the hospital myself as a father. How many fathers have actually done that? Many fathers have cut their own child's umbilical cord when they were born. How many fathers cooked for their infant, took care of them, fed them, changed their diapers? So for anybody to make a judgment about me in this situation is not looking at the whole picture. And that's why I don't make a judgment. That young woman who does not know her biological father likely doesn't know the circumstances that led to that scenario. She likely was not told all the facts about what actually happened. Because I know my own daughter could talk that way about me very easily. May even talk that way about me. Who knows? She's 17 years old. She has me blocked on Facebook. What did I really do to deserve that outcome? I didn't really do anything. It was the mother that took the child, moved her far away from me when I was dealing with my other two kids. It made it very difficult to have visitation after that with the distance, and she put all kinds of stipulations out there that made it almost impossible. And then psychologically made it so the child did not really want to be with me anymore. Did try visitation once. After 15 minutes, she wanted to go back to her mother, so I had to drive 3 hours back, and all the way back to where I could meet her mother and drop her back off that night. And I said, that's it. I'm not going to go through this anymore. Especially when I got two other kids. Of course, some could argue, well, you could have moved closer to where she moved. No, I'm not going to follow her all over the planet. Not with two kids that needed stability at that time. The worst thing I could have done is move them all over the place. I have heard other young women who have young kids make comments like this about the fathers of these girls. They don't have enough. They're worthless. Oh, they're deadbeat dads. And I've heard judgmental comments made. But really, these women need to look at themselves and ask themselves, what am I doing to encourage these fathers to have a continued relationship with my children? Am I doing anything to encourage it, or am I hindering it myself? And then turning around and using that to villainize their father with his children. You know, actually throwing obstacles up ourselves and then using that to put down the fathers of these kids. Perhaps the relationship broke up. We still harbor feelings of resentment about it, so we take it out on the situation with the kids and use that as an opportunity to just ruin the reputation or take pot shots at the father in this situation, who perhaps just got tired of it and just said, "The hell with it. I'm not going to play games with this whole thing." I'm not saying all situations are like that. There are truly fathers who really do turn out to be deadbeat, as they say. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars in child support on a child that doesn't even know who I am. And maybe I could have gone to court and explained to them the circumstances. Maybe they would have given me 50% off on it or something, but hard to say. It depends on the judge and what they want to do. I did think I did have a reasonable judge, but I'm not really making an issue of it. I'm getting overcharged on child support as it is because they use the year of my best earnings as a basis for what I'm going to pay. I could go back to court and try to get it lowered, but it's very difficult. They're quick to raise your child support if you make more money, but if you make less money, they're reluctant to lower it, you know, and there has to be a real good reason why you're making less money for them to even consider lowering it. But I only have less than a year to go, supposedly, on paying this. So that is my discussion for today. I'm talking about it because, yeah, I heard a comment from a younger woman, overheard a comment downing her biological father for her not knowing her and not knowing her, which really I'm not one to judge. I don't know what led up to that in this woman's life. I don't know. It's definitely not me to judge in that situation. If it was me and she told me that personally, I would encourage her to ask herself some questions before feeling that way about her biological father. I would encourage her to explore her own feelings on it. This is the North Platte River, I believe it is, that we just crossed. I will be getting into Iowa once I get through Omaha. The plan for the rest of the day is travel east through Iowa. I don't know if I'll make it into Illinois. Not today. I may stop just short of Illinois. And that will set me up for delivery midday tomorrow near O'Hare in Chicago. The place is pretty close to O'Hare Airport. So I will be ending this video. I have pretty close to 25 minutes total racked up here. hope you enjoyed this discussion. Not sure where I'll be doing tomorrow yet. After I do my delivery, depends on what's out there and when it picks up.